So they'll be calling you a radical. Did you any of you ever think we'd get to a place like this in the world? The greatest acute collapse of the ecology in world history. And no one gives a fuck. Do you ever think that the social engineers could get everybody into a place, fucking Orwell on Balco on chemo, to a fucking place where they don't even care about their own fucking lives, let alone their neighbor? I mean, maybe their pet, but well, they don't care about that. Pets post Fukushima. You know what? Look it up. Look it up. Fuck, they're dying. I mean, it's an acute catastrophe. Everything that's happened post Fukushima and sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, cocaine cowboys, plutonium wars going on in Russia. Okay, if what's going on at the Big Z hasn't woken you up yet to what a sham nuclear energy is, you know how much fucking. Let's start here, kids. We're gonna go electric. Do you know the vast majority, especially here in Utah, all electricity in Utah? We're gonna get an electric bus. We got a Tesla car. 99% of all electricity in Utah comes from where? You got it. Fossil fuels. So it's just laziness. You think you could just cherry pick a side when the sides are the same team. So Fukushima happens. Let's talk about the Big Z first in Ukraine. You know how much fossil fuels they've sucked up in the last 6 months to keep open? Oh, just diesel backup generators. Why is it such a big deal that the power lines get knocked out coming in? And people, the seminar on Diablo Canyon is tomorrow. The PG&E's update. I'll be hopefully speaking live during that seminar tomorrow. I'm working on it right now. Diablo Canyon produces no electricity. 0.0. Zero. Remember San Onofre? If we shut down San Onofre, you're going to have rolling blackouts. We've had the hottest summers every single year consecutive. There's no fucking rolling blackouts. It's a sham. The sheep are fucking asleep. How can you possibly ignore the greatest ecological catastrophe? I would have never believed it. It's Orwell on Balco. I would have never believed it. Oh, curse it, spite that I was ever born to set this right. Not to mention how compelling the Kevin Blanch story was. I mean, what do you think? The odds of me getting leukemia the very year 2011 and shooting videos from inside my bone, watching the whole. You think it'd change the world? No. The very pioneers of YouTube have been eaten by the very monsters we created. I mean, it's amazing how they socially engineered and control the information. Of course, then we got Looneyvilles who make shit up, which is the vast majority of what YouTube was. Just profiteers. Alex Jones, freaking Jeff Rentz, using my videos to get rich. By the way, did Alex Jones or Jeff Rentz all the so-called, and I don't even call them right-wingers. They're not right-wingers. They're profiteer freaks. I was on their shows. They used all my videos on their websites. Alex Jones was asked twice, mutually exclusive of each other. It's on. You can find it. It's out there. Well, how come you won't have Kevin Blanch on your show? He's the world's foremost expert on Fukushima. He's the guy. He's an actor. They made hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm just singling out the two big dogs. There were hundreds of them that used my videos and used me and profiteered off me. Did any of them send me 5 fucking cents when I'm struggling to stay alive? I'm out on the ocean fucking clinging to fucking life. Fighting. I have ML fucking de novo. OS with a marker of 40. It's unsurvivable. I'm sucked up to nothing. Bill 1.8, Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid. I'm fighting. I'm struggling so fucking hard to stay alive. Doing all this historic work at historic look. I don't live in California. Yet I do all the work in California. It's unfucking believable. Did any of them send me 5 fucking cents? At first, hypothesized the knowledge, and it wasn't even that big of a leap. I knew what the fuck it was. I was a historic professor at Weber State University, a public university. Now think about this: a public university who has the #1 school of business in the United States. Very small, boutique public. Didn't cost that much to go. We would beat Wharton. We would beat Harvard. We'd beat them all. Not opinion, in the testing. I was the guy up there. I mean, the ironies of it, because it's the Water School of Business, it's Weber State who built the reactors at Fukushima. Utah Construction is General Electric. They are General Electric. When they merged in 1975, the big parent company was Utah Construction. They used the G, but all the board of directors were right here. The irony of it. Warren Buffett stole their fucking school of business fair and triangle. They rank dead last. I mean, it's been a nightmare since 2000. What a fucking story. I'd read paper after paper after paper. I remember Clyde Cooley telling me, he says, Kevin, you keep going after the nuclear industry like you do, like a wolf. They will fucking buy. I don't give a fuck if they fuck. I want to be Paul McKay Brody. I'd love to be Wat Masake. I want to be one of these historic. I mean, good. What a feather in my fucking cap. So then it happens. When it happened that day, I was in the Nevada test site. I was in the Energy Solutions dump site protesting Mike Lee bringing in the Italian West. That's where I was at. That's exactly where I was at, right when it happened. I get home late that night, and that's when I still had TV. And by the way, I have a connection with Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper. I'm friends with a young woman in New York who's really connected with him, and I had a conversation with her. And she's going to ask him. I says, please, she sees him every day. She's one of his maids. And I says, do me a favor. Ask him why he said Fukushima meltdowns for 6 days, fucking over and over and over. Just ask him. Just ask him why he never said it again. And she's personal friends with him. The work that I do behind the scenes is staggering. And I don't get paid. I mean, it's like the consent base DOE comes to me again, asks me to be on their committee, wants me to work for them, do it there, and I says, how much does it pay? Nothing. But with a spokesman for this guy, for the consent base, makes over $1 million a year. But they want me to do all the dirty work and not pay me. And I'm the foot washer. Can you believe how this is played out? People using my work, fucking doing everything when I'm just fucking trying to save you from you, save the planet. I mean, and they double down on nuclear energy. I mean, NuScale here in Utah. You go ask 1,000 people in Utah about this little SMR NuScale that we're funding here. You might as well be talking Mandarin Chinese to them. Or Martian. They have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Yet we've paid $750 million out of our bills to these freaks. Just looting. I asked at the Bear River Massacre, the fucking Attorney General, to his face, you related to Reyes? No. What about these SMRs right here? I don't know what those are. Now think about this. Biggest crime perpetrated in the history of fucking Utah, besides this mega dairy right behind my house, poisoning the Weber River, dumping fucking cow shit, and everybody knows. And I gotta tell you, I don't know what it is. This is the Attorney General. But then he does an about face. It's online and walks back to me and says, I want to make it perfectly clear, I'm not related to that guy. Oh, you know who he is, the CEO, but you don't know what an SM. Oh, okay. Up is down. I believe you. I mean, it's a club. It's sickening. And everybody, all you people are so politically motivated. I mean, the Trumpers are the fucking biggest clowns who ever lived. In hyperbole, Trump, Obama, neither one of them did anything they said they were going to do. Trump and Obama were identical pro-nuclear puppets. Obama went with Abiy how many times? How many times did I say that fucking karma would catch up with fucking all these people? Ooh, what happened to Abiy still blows my fucking mind. You know, he was not prime minister when Fukushima San PM. Khan was. Khan, who I know personally, walked right up to me, went up sucked up full of cancer, and bowed to me and got all teary-eyed and told me, thank you for all your incredible work. What did I get for it? What did I get for it? All I ever wanted was my peace of mind. Oh, boy. Fuck, I don't even have a car. I was thinking about this morning. This is the greatest PhD in human history, the greatest truth in human history, and not just telling it, doing the field work. It's like this woman was claiming she's this incredible marine biologist all over fucking the internet, whatever. And I went to her and I says, show me your field work. And she says, well, I really don't have any. How do you call yourself a PhD? I told her. Traditional PhDs, you'll hypothesize the knowledge, then you do the fieldwork, then you defend your work. Then it shakes out. Then it becomes the new knowledge. The day it happened. These are full blown out meltdowns. I wrote paper after paper after paper at the school of building that these Mach 1, Mach 2s could not handle a shake over about 7.778. That was where I was at on it. Not just the spent fuel pools, the cores. And I knew the second I saw it, it's reported as a 9-point earthquake on the Richter. And I'm like, oh my God. And I knew that the cores were fractured. I mean, it wasn't the tsunami. You know, that did more damage, but the spent fuel pools were busted wide open. I knew every single spent fuel pool, and I knew the Moxfield. Look, I was in Florida in 97, fighting with Miko Kaka, and I was one of the big advocates. I was a famous anti-nuclear. I worked on Wall Street. I was important as far as taking. I'm there. When we were shot the plutonium into Saturn, Miko Kaka was arguing with me. He says, no, Kevin, it's a chance it could blow up. I says, of course it could. But if we don't do this and take this chance, it's going to blow up here on Earth. You know, he told me after Fukushima happened, I was on a show a couple times before he went loony and his virtual pets. You were right. This never happened before. So, first you hypothesize knowledge. These are full blown. I says, these cores are blown to smithereens. These spent fuel pools are gone. All of them. Not tsunami. They busted wide open. This has never happened before. It didn't happen in Chernobyl. Didn't happen in Mayak. Didn't happen in 3 Mile Island. Didn't happen in Santa Susana. Didn't happen in INL in Idaho. I mean, those are catastrophes they covered up. Chalk River, Utah construction. First nuclear meltdown. Yeah, same people. I knew. I'm like, oh, I stood right there and put up a video and I couldn't get it to load. I used to use one of those little flip cameras. And by the way, the idea I got from the flip camera, this is the irony of this. I got the idea of those little flip cameras clear back in like 2009 from Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper. He was over there before the Arab Spring when he used to do real reporting, and he was secretly using the flip, and he talked about, God, this thing takes such quality video work. That's what I used, and it wouldn't upload. It was irony. I put that video up immediately. It took like 12 hours for it to upload. I mean, it wasn't easy in those days. I used to travel up and down the coast. It wasn't just a cell phone, click like it is now. You'd see me in the middle of the night. Ask him, it's been with me. I'd be standing at the middle of the night outside of Starbucks or outside of public library, out somebody with cops pulling up. What the fuck are you doing? Trying to get some Wi-Fi, trying to upload my typo videos. Sleeping in a sleep bag. There were times I had no food. No money. I remember when I was walking the coast and everybody, all these, where are they at now? All these people that joined on my back and they were going to be anti-nuclears, free radicals supposed to, we'll support you along the way. We'll put you on our shows, this. I had 3 radio shows. They all abandoned me while I was out there. I'm walking along out there and I don't have any fucking money. I mean, I'm cold. It's, and it wasn't like you just click and video. My cameras were all dead. Some of the things I've seen in my mind, no one could ever know because I didn't have a camera. And I've tried to put up as much as I can, but back in those days, I'm the first guy that reported the fucking mirrors washing up dead. I'm the first guy that reported the fucking sills full of fucking cancer. First one, boots on the fucking ground. I mean, I remember fucking sills and sea lions. The sills would come right up to me and speak to me. If you don't believe me, you ask Joe, the famous photographer, the wildlife photographer in L.A. He drove all the way to Pismo. Blue Hearts on Valentine's Day I used to do, and there was a whole family of seals, which we don't see any seals anymore. And I'm like, they're starving to death. And I says, watch this, Joe. I'm standing right on the Pismo Pier, which is my favorite. And he's like, I've been on every single pier on that walk. The peer review of the pier, all of them. I've been on every one of them. Holy Capitola, even the ones that are gone now, the 2 homemade ones that blew down. I'm like, watch this. The whole fucking family comes from way across the bay, and they get right under me. And they're up there and they're fucking talking to me. And, and I'm talking about, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just saw that. And I said, stay with me, we're going to have a conversation. What are they saying, Joe says? And I says, they're saying, save me. Save me from this Fukushima catastrophe. Save me. What are you saying? I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can. I'm trying my hardest. What are they saying back? Try harder. Okay, I will. At Diavolo, San Africa. If it wasn't for my cancer and me at Diablo when Sin and Offrey was fucking doing their sham, they would have never been shut down. That's just an unarguable fucking fact. Timing matters. My cancer doing those fucking videos from inside my bone marrow transplant room when the fucking administrators would go after me while I'm in critical condition. Mike Lee kicks me out Medicaid. I fork over $1 million with a scumbag Tesla stock. Who knew he was a dirtbag? I talked to this young man that plays tennis at Weber yesterday. You know, I've got to be friends with. I says, "You're really from freaking Johannesburg, huh?" "Yeah." I said, "God, what an incredible place. You and Elon Musk." He says, "Oh, that fucking, we don't claim him." Electricity, where does it come from? So all this historic, incredible work. I look back on it. I was thinking about it this morning. Holy shit. While helping raise my grandsons, while I'm in critical condition, fucking, literally, the Department of Energy who murdered my father in the Nevada test site, they murdered him. They never gave him anything. They marched him in the middle of the night, air blast one, and nuked him to death. The NEI hired teams, and I proved it. I went to the FBI, the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, a.k.a. the Untouchables. All the prosecutors, all the AGs, everybody in the country is afraid of them. Not one writer, not one biologist, not one professor, not nobody would dare take them on. Oh, Kevin Blanch didn't. Look what it cost me dearly. It cost me my academia career. I was the guy up there. You know, but the school business was hijacked and taken away anyway. I don't want to be part of that. They rank last now. I knew these cores had fractured. I knew. I wrote paper after paper after paper. I knew they'd go in cover-up mode. Everything I said. First, the fucking tide pools will go. The fucking sponges. The starfish will go immediately. They did. 99% collapse. And just think about it. Somebody's saying, well, where's the before and after? Fuck, look at my fucking videos. There's tons of videos that people are posting out there from 2010, 2009, 2008, just loaded. Look at mine. I mean, you know how hard that is? What, you just ignoring my work? Oh, it's just YouTube. It's just fire. You're still waiting for mainstream media or fucking academia to tell you? Keep fucking waiting is all I got to say. Unbelievable. The work I've done behind the scenes is fucking staggering, man. We kicked their ass. You know, they're trying to stuff my fucking lightning back in the fucking Pandora's bottle. Fucking into my paceback. It's out. Hundreds of millions of views. I remember a guy fucking come to me in Europe and he says, "Look, you're on the front page of Spiegel." Twice. My videos. I mean, I was everywhere. I used to get letters and fucking calls from all over the world. I had a radio show in Japan. Giant fucking views. And you don't believe me? Go ask Kathy Awani. Go ask fucking Rachel Godoya. Go ask these people that were trapped in Japan. All the information they were getting in Japan was, I wasn't censored there. You know, the internet kettling, everything that I've used my mind, everything, my strength, everything that I've done. For what? Kevin Blanch, 2011. All new knowledge will be persecuted. It's new. Did the starfish collapse? 99%. Then it's going to get into the trees. It's going to get, I'm the first guy that reported all this. The Muir starving to death, it's going to be a starvation eco-chain event. All told, Kevin. Every single word I said, the plume, the heat bubble of the Western United States, my spiral jetty videos blow these mainstream media. Oh, Mitt Romney got $5 million to study the lake. I know Mitt Romney. Fuck. Wait till I see him. So what the fuck? And a bunch of attorneys just steal. Just like fucking Mike Levin at District 49. Oh, we got more money for more. We already did that. So more lawyers could get fucking rich? You know, they kettle me. You run from me because, oh, you're Trumpy, you're Obamacans. You're politically fucking paralyzed. Fucking, remember my Dogma Snuggies? Fuck, you got one. You got red ones. You got blue ones. You got fucking, you know. It's a freak show out there. Yet your own life is crashing. Longevity is heading south. You won't even care about your own, let alone your loved one, neighbor died, cousin died, fucking, everything fucking dying around me. I don't care. I'm going to see America manufacture Jesus on the right. I'm fucking going to be an elitist on the left. No, you're not. Obama and Trump are identical fucking twin puppets. So is fucking Biden. Biden speaks of his son. I used to freak out in front of the White House and go crazy in the day. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban, went after as a famous peace activist. And if you're fucking effective, you get no press. Oh, Rocky Anderson. That guy's a fucking dud. He's a fucking moron. Fucking, I'm with Matea Benjamin. If she's a Greek goddess, I'm Adonis. Fucking, I was with her when they called the They're not fucking activists. Fuck, French TV was interviewing me when they called the election. I'm with her on Trumpy getting beat. And the only reason you have Trump is because Hillary handed you. Fucking don't fucking take a shower. But you're politically paralyzed. They're twins. The French TV. Est-ce que vous parlez français? Et toi? Well, you got to be heartbroken. You guys have lost every battle you ever fought. I'm like, wait, stop. You speaking to her or me? I lost. No, I've won. I says, do you know how many nuclear reactors were in this fucking world in 2011? 410, they'll tell you. Fuck, we're down to 286. How many in the United States? I can start talking them up. Yankee, Pilgrim, Oyster Creek. I won't stop there. We can go on and on. Dwayne Arnold, fucking Calhoun, fucking all closed post Fukushima. San Onofre, Diablo should have been. I can go on and on and on and on. Fuck, we've taken out fucking so many. I mean, but you still like SMR's no such thing. Free money, Price Anderson. I remember somebody telling me, well, Clyde Cooley, Kevin, you take on this fucking fight right, they will fucking good. Fuck them. And they have. They've taken everything away from me except for my peace of mind. I'm a big fan of Schultz. He was an MIT guy who broke fucking ranks. But none of them will stand up and support me. I support all them. I was thinking about Rashid Shaheed and Jerry Carty, the two greatest players in the history of Weber State University. I supported them personally from day one. They fucking, as soon as they get their big fucking checks and move on, they forget who I am. That's okay. It's like I told the guy at the university a long time ago. Started fucking with me. I said, listen, fuckhead. I was here when you got here. I'll be here when you leave. This cute ecological catastrophe, all foretold by fucking son of Cassandra. And if you don't know who Cassandra is in Greek mythology, I always love Greek mythology. How much of it is based on truth and how much is myth? I mean, what a fine, beautiful fucking line. She's my favorite. My daughter's named after her. She stood on her fucking integrity, didn't she? He's like, well, I'll curse you with being able to see the future. What kind of curse is that? No one will believe you. And your offspring's offspring for time and all eternity. Here we go. I used to tell my grandma when I was a kid, elasticity. I used to say when I was a little kid, I was living in the country and western version of Hamlet. She says, you've never seen Hamlet. I know. This reminds me living out here in West Weber of the south of France. You've never been in the south of France. I know. And so I remember telling her years later, how do you know I've never been there before? Elasticity of time, my place in time. It feels like a time warp. It does. It feels like everything is moved so fast. But that's life, right? What Einstein say? Me and my grandkids always used to play it. What Einstein say? My pair of 11s who are, they're as tall as me. We're born in a month of Fukushima. My place in time. Yo 11. Just the greatest PhD in human history, and what did I get for it? And thank you, everybody has supported this historic work. Without you, it wouldn't have got done. And we are few, and they are many. But Kevin reached into the bag and he slung the fucking stone, and it struck the nuclear fucking giant in his fucking forehead, and it embedded in his forehead, and he read the rest of the fucking scripture. Of course, it's spite that I was ever born to set this right. I watched you dump in the Nevada test site nuclear poison in my father's ear. I have some nuclear fallout chemo fucking poison radiation for you. I have some for me. But all you fucking goody two-shoes who earned your merit badge, where's your merit badge? Forgot it. You got your fucking nuclear merit badge. I have some for you. You must wear yours with a fucking difference. Greatest ecological catastrophe in human fucking history. And the sheep are so socially engineered to a cattle chute and so much good they don't give a fuck. The great selfishness plague. All I ever wanted was my peace of mind. Meltdowns at the Big Z. Sugar wars, textile wars, cocaine cowboys, plutonium wars. Write a book. It's like Colette says in the Bay. She says, Sacramento, if Kevin Blanch wrote a book, it'd be 10 feet thick. Dr. Burroughs, who's 98 or 99 now, he's been on me for 30-something years. Kevin Blanch, you've got to get your books done. Working on it. More than that, he's been telling me that for 40-something. I'm a walking, talking encyclopedia on a lot of different fronts. There's a lot in this fucking brain, and I'm strong. I have fucking strong shoulders. If you don't think I'm strong, fucking, you think I'm weak, I think you're wrong. Fucking, you know nothing about a fucking bone marrow transplant. Fucking stay for 5 years and fighting. Down to 119, walking the coast of California. Try it. Try it. So, alive and kicking. Alive and kicking. You know, financially fucking destroyed. I mean, destroyed. I mean, believe it. Again, thank you everybody who supported this historic work. Where's the Bolsheviks when you fucking need them? The nuclear Bolsheviks. We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. We fear them. We spend billions and fucking trillions at nuclear energy meltdowns until they happen. They've only happened one time. March 2011. Then it's hands up, no nukes. How about leading the Million Mass March? DC, 7 million people. You see that one on the fucking news? Wow. What a journey, eh? What a fucking journey. My place in time. Dorothy Day, the radical. How about my work with Megan Rice? The toughest thing I had is she was beautiful. She was an incredible activist. In her book, I read her book. She's like, the toughest part of being a true, real activist, you're going to get no airtime, you're going to get nothing, is accepting poverty. Jesus, the foot washer. Whoa. A lot of lessons we've learned. A lot of things I've learned. You know, I don't know. I don't get down. I just stay fucking. I just hope we catch a break. Don't give up. We just keep fighting one day at a fucking time. Like I said, we've looked back at the accomplishments we've had as the anti-nuclear fucking energy community. You know, trying to save the planet from these fucking monsters. The greatest crime syndicate in the history of mankind post the fucking war. You know, 75 years of fucking welfare looting freaks poisoning the fucking planet. Mission accomplished, they think. They think. Because I believe that hell is a black hole. Every fucking one of these pro-nuclears and these propagandists, they were going to be sucked into one for time and all eternity. Fucking the greatest fight in human history. The greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. The greatest PhD in human fucking history. Picked me because of my shoulders and my path. Freedom Eisenblau in Vienna, Austria. Kevin, I know your path. I know your. She was full of cancer. She didn't tell anybody. She was worried about her English. 4 hours just grilling me. On the 200th anniversary of Waterloo. Make that one up. She died of cancer after that. She never told anybody she had it. That's why she requested. You were the tip of the spear. The greatest anti-nuclear energy activist that ever lived. Freedom Eisenblau, Austria, Vienna. We win in Vienna. Don't you drop it. First question to me. Kevin, how much nuclear or how much electricity does a nuclear reactor produce? I said negative. It takes a huge amount of external power to keep them open, keep their spent fuel fucking thing. Pulls cool. I knew you'd know. It's the biggest sham in the history of the fucking world. The Untouchables. And the pussy ass prosecutors and the pussy ass fucking powers there be, fucking cowards, are afraid of them. Fuck them all. They make Al Capone look like a church mouse. But all we can hope is for a higher power to maybe fucking help us out. We've got to have faith. You know, what happened to Abiy, I still can't believe it. And I don't believe in violence. They do. You know, all we can hope. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. You know, we just keep the faith and we keep the fight, no matter how long it fucking goes on and on. I've been at this my whole life, and I'm 60. I'm 62. My whole life I've been at this. You know, so I don't know. USS Reagan, all of it. I mean, so much of this fight, the big Z, we hang in there and we keep fighting. Don't you dare give up on me. You know, you can all run away in your political dogma theater and get exhausted and fucking do whatever it is you do. But the strong, this is a tough, tough fight. I mean, for people to take this on, you got to be the strong of the strong. The thick skin, you got to have very thick skin. And you got to hang in there, man. You know, this is a war of attrition. The ultimate war of attrition. So hang in there, man. Hang in there. And, you know, it don't matter if our teeny small army has 6 fucking people. You know, we're winning. It's the greatest PhD and the greatest fucking activist accomplishments in human history. Of course they're not going to give us any airtime. Of course we're not going to get anywhere. Because we're accomplished. I'm accomplished. We from the sea, Kevin D. I fight for her. The mighty blue lady. The ecology. She fights for we from the sea. You know, all the animals that were killed, the seals, the sea lions, the mures, fucking the, what did the starfish say to the 60,000 pound humpback whale? Fukushima killed my food. What did the 60,000 pound humpback whale reply to the starfish? We too. The plankton feeders. When I walked up, I'm cold. I was fucking so sick. I was in the Bay Area. I was at Half Moon Bay. Sun was coming up. I was really cold. I had no fucking devices, had no nothing, had nothing. I walked up on a starving to death mother. God, I mean, shocking. I could see it in the thing. It washed up on the, and she was taking her dying quivers. You ever walked up on a fucking, I mean, right next to the, whoa, what incredible beast. I put my hands on her. You know, her eyeball opened for a second. It was bigger than this room. As she died, she was bleeding out her womb. You could see her baby floating out there. I took my roller out and I wrote Fukushima killed me on her. And the hypocrites and the freaks all showed up. And this woman's like, oh my God, it's Kevin Lynch. I can't believe you think that radiation could kill a 60,000 pound whale. I says, I never said it did. It killed its food. It starved to death. So, of course, they called the cops. Cops had me in plastic handcuffs for the 900th time. I've been in fucking plastic handcuffs so many fucking times in my life. I'm like, I didn't do anything fucking wrong. No. So finally, I call them white shirts. Those are the people in charge, you know, whether it be a cheap white shirt shows up. His wife used to watch my videos. Same thing happened to me in fucking DC. Take those handcuffs off him right now. She says, you don't deserve being in jail, Kevin. You deserve a Nobel Prize. My wife watches every video you do. She's battling cancer. That's the same conversation I had with Sands in the White House. And he got all emotional. Thank you for everything you do. You need anything? I said, I could use some food or juice. Come on, I know where a juice bar is. And he bought me a juice. It's like at DC. You know, the head of fucking White House security. My wife says, thank you for the overtime pay. I'm like, thank you for the photo shoots. And here, she baked this for you, Kevin. It's a carrot cake. You know, cancer is the common denominator that we all live with. You know, and until you have a loved one very close to you that dies too young of this horrible disease, you can't understand. You know, I guess we're all going to get our turn. Stay in tune it. It's a long video. Me and Robin Hood.